So I got the mic today, and my name is Teju. I'm Nigerian and I live in Berlin, right? Um, Moses describes me as a stylist, fashion girl, but I mean, if you say so, I might just might be. So
But why is it that fashion people don't agree that they actually dress well?
maybe into the video we'll get about that because I'm a very cringy person. But I think I'm beginning to own up to it that yes, I'm a fashion girl. I love fashion.
Oh
I
no,
like to
oh
style
no.
clothes. I like to
That-
look good
mhm.
occasionally. Oh, where is this girl? Like I literally just saw her post a few weeks, like last week.
What really got you into dressing?
When I started making clothes for myself, I fell in love with clothes, fashion. Like the thought that I could make my clothes. It was nice. When I was in my second year at uni, she bundled me to a fashion school. Well, back home I would say a tailor shop, but we're trying to be too so I would say fashion school. That got me into it. And I think it's just genetics in some way because my mom loved clothes, fashion. She liked taking pictures. She loved clothes, basically. Nah, for a generation, she was a slave mama. Yeah, so for a generation, no, I don't mean holistically, like general styling, but for a generation, she was a badass. Yeah. Oh, there was a time that I challenged myself to make a new outfit every time I had to go out and every time I had to go to church. Like I did that for like 3 months straight. It was crazy. I made clothes every week. Literally. I don't know. I think I'm a little bit more like my mom, thinking about it now.
Like in every other way minus fashion.
In almost every other way.
You're like your mom.
Almost. It's now I'm admitting it because I'm seeing it as I grow up. I'm like, ugh.
Yes.
I'm truly my mother's daughter. I'm truly my mother's daughter for
Let
real.
your sisters know here. Are you the
They
first
know
daughter? Are you
I'm the last child. They know. They even tell me, they're like, you detest when mommy does these things and you are doing it.
What do you think the average fashion of a Nigerian girl in Berlin is? How you rate it 1 to 10?
Well, amongst my friends,
1 to 10.
1 to 10. Okay.
No, not your friends. Generally, like from what you see, like Nigerian, like
I'm
black
not
girls,
able to
like
tell. Black girls.
1 to 10. Don't think too much.
I would say 7. I seen some with like really nice
I
coats.
feel like the older women though.
Oh my god, yes.
Like the older
I have
women.
seen like a couple of older couples. They wear really lovely
Like,
coats.
those
That you would
coats,
know
man.
that money that coat ain't cheap. Expensive. Bro, sometimes I literally will have to stop them and be like, I love your jackets. Like,
And like not just the coats, like the boots too, like with their boots and maybe the bag, and it's
some of them dress really well.
But like, do you think the German dress better than like?
I don't know.
So like,
No.
so Nigerian dress better than Germans. Like,
I think so.
like I would say black because I cannot really say just Nigerian.
Yeah, black.
Yeah, black, just better
Yeah.
than Germans. So it's very windy. It's annoying.
Everywhere will be windy. I'm seeing a 1.1.
That's why you can say I speak German, because if you're speaking, I get you 90% because like
How did you learn?
everything.
When you came,
When I came here, like I learned to be one, but like I will not say that is really learning because I just had to go to school and.
But now that you're working in a space that you speak German, that means you can get
Exactly.
by. That's
So like
okay.
it's like there's no rest for me. So like
Yeah,
you just
yeah.
you're studying in English, yeah?
Yeah.
When you're studying in English, it's like you don't really
And I
like
also
see the
in
need
English,
to
I
like
don't
meet
see- no,
German
but
every
I
day.
really want to learn German. I'm learning. I do private lessons and I do with my school. It's Christmas, my favorite time of the year. I love Christmas.
Really?
Yes,
Why?
I love it more when it's at home. I just like it's a sense of community. I saw something last week where someone said summer is for Europe and Christmas is for Africa. And it's so true.
It's true.
Christmas,
Like,
it's nice here, but after Christmas market, what else do you do? Nothing
yeah.
else.
It's only
But at
community that
home,
makes sense.
At home, where you cook, your uncles, your aunties, your
Everybody
cousins,
comes
everyone
in.
is together.
Yeah.
You cook, you laugh. It's so nice.
What do you think? What do you think someone's fashion style say about them?
Your fashion style, for me,
I mean,
one.
not very judgmental, like just.
For me, one, if you're confident or not, says a lot about how you view things. If you think that I can just throw up a t-shirt and black pants and go out for dinner, that's okay, baby. Then I think you're nonchalant.
What do you see first in someone's outfit? Like,
That jewelry,
why?
it's if it's
It
if it's
shines. It's
shiny,
like it pops out.
now
No?
it pops out good. Then after, I just see bottom and tops. I barely see the shoes. Maybe the
Really?
last thing.
The
Yeah.
first thing I go to is your shoe. I don't know. I don't know
Really?
why. The first thing I go
Nah.
to is like I go to your shoes
With my
first.
shoes, I'm more softer. I can throw on black, red.
Like your best stores here to shop for like women, for women. Don't tell me thrift store. Thrifting tips for the girls.
So your first three thrifts like stuff is going to be horrible. I started thrifting in Lagos, and it was much more ghetto than here. And my first 3 times were bad. Like I
Wait,
go,
is that thrifting or is a Bendan Select?
it's thrifting
It's all
now.
cricker.
Now all the
It's all
same.
cricker.
Now because you think is in a shop now. It's not. It's different. It's the same thing. They buy it in bales.
I beg.
It's the same. It's the same. But for them, they are saving costs because they don't want to like have a shop. But here it's, and again, the standard of living is different. Always go on a budget. Like if you go thrifting without a budget, you would buy everything in the store. Take it from me, I am experienced that I spent ridiculous amount of money on thrifting. So go with a budget. So if you're going to spend 70 euros, stick to it. It helps you manage things. But there's some things that are not necessary for you. Like you don't, I tell myself this thing every time I go thrifting. I'll pick something like, oh my God, this is nice. When I think about it, I'm like, Teju, do you really need this? Like, so you need to let go of things that you don't necessarily. There's some pieces that you see that you're like, hey, I'm not leaving this. And there's some you're like, I can do without it. Or maybe you have something already at home that fits it.
Something similar. If you have something similar, why pick?
Don't buy it.
Yeah.
When I go thrifting, I usually have a list of things I want to buy. If I want to get a jumper today, I want to get pants, I have to know what I'm buying. I might not get exactly it, but it helps me just streamline what I'm buying, right? Pick everything in a thrift store. If you see something, pick it. Just hold on. I'm not saying buy. I said pick.
What does that mean? Pick like how?
If you pick random stuff, right? Then when you're done shopping, you begin to look at it properly to know which one is good or not. Then you scan through, because then you might miss out on something because you're so focused on one thing. So if you see something, pick it. Even if it's not your size, you don't know. That's what I do.
Just pick.
Just pick. Then when you're done shopping, you begin to select which one you try it on, things like that. Thrifting, like I said earlier, you see so many things and you would want to buy. And that's not the focus. Stay on cause.
Well, for those that don't have money? They should not thrift now.
I mean, you can be lucky. Thrifting is not that expensive. And I would say thrifting in Berlin is very cheap. It's very expensive.
Expensive, exactly.
But when I went to Copenhagen, oh my God, very cheap. It was so cheap.
It was like that in Ukraine. I could cheap with like I could thrift it like, I mean we use grieving then. I could thrift it like $10.
Yeah, because
€5. Like I would go home with a handful.
I went to Copenhagen and I spent like about 20 for like so many. Like I bought a puffer jacket, I bought pearls, I got like skirts, and I think I got something else. My friend found a Tommy like overall, like dungarees, I think that's what you call it, for like 13 euros. Thrift. They were wine. They were so pretty. Oh my God. I think Berlin has a thrifting community already, so they just
like
inflate the prices, right?
The biggest problem with like women not dressing well is, especially like in the Christian community, is trying to find the balance between indecent dressing
and modesty, right?
And dressing modestly. So like, what do you have to say about that?
I think mine largely has to do with upbringing.
You never struggle with that?
You
You never struggle
modesty?
with indecent dressing?
No, I never did. Like even when I was quote and unquote in the world, before my faith was strengthened, it was not even only because of my faith, it was just culturally for me. Right? So I won't say I really struggled with it. It has just been a part of me growing up, my mom, my dad, sort of thing. So I've
Well,
always
in
been
Europe here,
even in Europe, yeah, I feel more. I told you everything about me is comfortability. I feel more comfortable when I'm dressed in a proper way. I don't know. Right? If I'm going out, then I'm wondering who is looking at me. I really don't want to be thinking about that in my head. Some people are fine with everyone looking at them. Maybe me, I'm not just okay with it. So it boils down to culture, how I'm comfortable, how I want to be seen. So those three things, yeah. So for me, it's never been I've never really struggled with it, sort of thing. Yeah.
well, like generally, thrifting is cheaper. Like, do you think thrifting is cheaper?
I won't say it's not just cheaper. You just get pieces that you wouldn't regularly see at a store.
Where do they get the ideas from exactly?
There are people. There's even this fashion girl on TikTok. I've forgotten her name. I'm bad with
Is
names.
she black?
She's a black woman.
Nigerian?
She's
Not
probably Nigerian, but she's in the US. She's probably
Okay.
Nigerian. I'm not too sure, but she's a black woman.
But do you know anyone in Germany? Like, I think that is more relatable. If like,
Me. This is how I would like to look. Very elegant, soft, and she's always modest. So see, when I say that you can look soft even while being modest, this is what I mean. She's so chic. Like
oh
look
wow.
at this.
Oh.
She's so chic.
Wow. She's married now.
I think so. I don't really follow her life like that, but
You follow her fashion, not
I
her
follow
life.
her fashion. Just look at this.
You kind of
So I thrift in one particular store. Mostly, I thrift in other places, but mostly I thrift in at Pick and Way. It's a bit outskirts of Berlin, like towards the east, sort of. I can't remember, but
Where? Location?
I
Do you
can't
know?
remember the location.
Steglitz. Like, is it very far?
Not very. Kind of. It can be far from the center, right?
Okay.
And it's a big warehouse, so they just let people flow in, and then you pick, and they already do so much work in sectioning, so it's good. So it's a walk-in, and you weigh per kg. You pay per kg. So I think it's like 15 euros per kg. So whatever you buy, they weigh it. So if it's like 3 kg, so 3 times 15, that's what you're gonna pay. So it's per kg basically.
And you prefer that than walking into like a pull and bear?
Most times, when I walk into like all these fast fashion stores, right?
Why fast fashion?
Okay, when I walk into stores, I mean, it's just, I don't want to call one name,
Yeah,
so it's
fast
a
fashion.
classification.
It's true,
Yeah,
You're
so,
not lying.
right, it's like, I don't see what I'm looking for essentially most times. It's just a lot of pieces that are more than normal.
Very normal. Can't do it. Yeah. That's good.
Sorry.
Alice, klar.
Okay.
How does like thrifting work here, like compared to Nigeria?
Here, for lack of better words, I would say it's luxurious here. It's easier, I would say. It's more organized, like they do it like maybe in sections like shirts, skirts, jeans,
But
leather pants.
Nigeria is like
That one,
it's like bend down select.
you
No?
go bend though.
How do you do with colors? Like, do you have any guide or like just what appeals to your
It
eyes?
just appeals to my eyes. I think naturally I think I have very good eyes.
Because of what
things.
you probably fed yourself with.
Not like that, just instincts. I think so. I'm just owning up to these things that I have. And I think this God's plan for me to own up to things that I have. So basically, I think I'm really good with picking things, colors or outfits for people, for myself. I just have good, like if you show me a bag or something, I can think of how you style it with what color. I'm like, okay, I think you should try with brown or red or green or something. I saw a post sometimes where a woman was addressing this issue. Some people feel that because of the way their body is, they can't be stylish or they just look bad in clothes, which I don't think is correct. I think that you can dress to your body type. For example, I can't wear some clothes slim girls wear because I'm on the bigger side. I'm more bossy. I just have more body than they do. So I need to find what works for my body. And trust me, once you find it, you would not have the excuse of, oh, my body looks, oh, I have hip dips, I have big stomach, things like that. So I think you just have to find your style. And I think what helped me with knowing that is because I was into fashion. I'm not saying everybody should go into making clothes, but when I started sewing clothes, I knew my body size. I knew what part of my body is bigger, is smaller, how to put pieces together, what clothes fits my upper body. So things like that, I was able to know them. So just know your body type and find what works for you. With that, you are good. Like you can wear anything that works for your body.
I saw you.
Did you guys not end up going to research?
Wait. You me, I hate themselves. Your first season, you just like kind of fold up celebrity. It's already getting dark.
Yes, now. The mic now. And it was fun. It was fun. It was fun. So what should I say now, Moses?
Still what you have to say.
All right.
Advice people on how to dress well, like just how to own up to this thing, and you can actually
No
start.
advice. I'll just tell you own up to it. Honestly.
Start from where you are, something like that. Start from your
I
level
guess
right
so.
now.
I even need advice at this point too.
So what should we now do if you need
Honestly,
advice?
embody every part of you, I think. That's what I've been doing, and people seem to like it, and I like it. I feel good about it. So, yeah, embody every part. The good, bad, and no God. No God.
Information for you guys. No God, please.
No God. Very essential.
Has that helped in any way, like you embracing who you are, like yourself, your body, and stuff? Like,
so most times I don't know how to talk on this issue because I have never felt out of place with owning myself. So it's very tricky. I don't know what people might be going through in that aspect. So I don't want to be insensitive, but for me, it's always been a part of me to. I mean, there's some times that you don't know yourself, but like it's easy for me to get back on track, right? But basically, but basically, and I think also a huge aspect of knowing yourself is knowing God also. He reveals who you are
to you.
He knew you before you were formed. So of course, yes, he's the only person that can reveal you to you. Which sounds weird, but that's just the truth of things, to be honest. So.
Anyways, was it? Don't worry.
It was nice talking to Moses, I would say. Very nice. I enjoyed it. And I hope we become friends from here. I'm pitching myself.
We are. Don't worry. Don't
Bye.
Stress. Bye. Your train is here. Ciao. See you next year.